What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Viking Boys. I hope you are all doing great and closing deals. I got a request to make a video on who should my first hire be and how should I structure my team. So this is going to be going over exactly that. So this is going to be for someone that is closed a few deals and you have a little bit of money saved up and you're looking to scale to get to that next level. So this is not for someone that is just getting started. You haven't closed any deals yet. You don't need to hire anyone. You need to wear all the different hats and you need to do every single job until you're actively closing a few deals and you can reinvest back into your business. And foremost, if you're a solopreneur right now and you're looking to make that first hire, your very first hire needs to be whatever your weakness is. Let's say if you're terrible at marketing, that first hire needs to be a marketing manager. Let's say if you are terrible at sales, you need to find someone that can close deals for you. Because I'll tell you this, if you're bad at sales and you don't have anyone on your team that is, you're not going to get deals. That's a granted. Then the next move that I would make is hiring a transaction coordinator / admin position. This is going to take a lot of the workload with the paperwork off your plate so you can focus on what makes actual money. Closing deals, talking to sellers, going on appointments. You don't need to be bottled up with all the paperwork side of things when you can hire an admin or a transaction coordinator person a lot of times on a per deal basis. You got an admin person or a transaction coordinator to handle all the paperwork and busy work. Let's say if you're flipping properties, they're handling the utilities, turning them on and off. They are running your hard money checks to lenders. They are communicating with the title companies. They can take all of that off your plate so you can focus on what you need to focus on. The third hire that I would make once you have that weakness filled and once you have a transaction coordinator in place is most likely going to be someone to take over the talking to sellers side, which would be an acquisition manager. Keep in mind, this is only to be done once you have the system down and you can teach it to someone else. Because guys, one thing I can guarantee you, if you don't know it and have it down, you're not going to be able to teach someone else how to do it better than you. It's just not going to happen. Personally, Luke and I are all about keeping our team very, very lean. We're not about, these huge teams hiring a ton of people so you have a ton of payroll, and the way that usually means is it's less profitable for the company, and it means your employees aren't going to be making as much money because you're going to have to spread that out across a whole team. So personally, I think with those three positions that I just went over, you can have a multi-million-dollar a year business. Let's say once you get past $1 million to $1.5 million, you might want to add on, a second person that could be something called a follow-up manager, which is something that we're going to start utilizing very, very soon in our business, where what they look like is they're talking to all of your old leads in your system and they're just trying to pass it off to one of your acquisition managers. A couple of our colleagues have replicated this exact model and they're having great success and they highly recommend it. So we're going to be implementing that same thing and we'll let you know how it goes. Guys, I'll tell you this, you don't need some massive team to do big numbers. All you should care about in the end is the profitability and what percent of profit you are making. If you're doing $10 million in sales, but you're only profiting 75%, okay, that's $2.5 million worth of profit. Why not do $5 million in sales and profit at a 50 to 60% margin and you're way ahead of the game? So to recap, first hire I would make is whatever your greatest weakness is. If that's sales, hire someone to handle the sales side. If that's marketing, handle someone to hire the marketing side. Because guess what? If you're not doing both of those two things, you're not going to have a business. You're not going to be closing deals. And I would hope that you're good at least one or the other, so that way you don't have to hire multiple people right off the gate. Second, I would hire a transaction coordinator or an admin person. Third would be a sales manager or an acquisition manager in this case. And fourth, I would say a follow-up specialist, so they can be doing a lot of the grunt work and passing the leads off to your acquisition manager who's going to be closing the deals. Guys, those 4 positions right there can take you from doing $100,000 in sales all the way up to doing $2.5–3 million in sales. I can guarantee it. Once you continue to scale, you're going to want to add more acquisition managers because you're going to have so many leads coming in that one person can't follow up with them. Typically, what we're seeing is the max that you want your acquisition manager to be getting new leads a day is right around 12 to 15 new leads. Anything more than this, leads will slip through the cracks. Because if it's happening every single day, after 1 week, we're talking, 50, 60 leads. And on that next week, another 50, 60 are going to come in. And guess what's going to happen to that first 50 or 60 if you're not on top of it and organized? They're going to slip through the cracks. So that's why if you do more than that, the 12 to 15 leads per day per acquisition manager, you will run into issues and your team will suffer because of it. The number one thing that I would recommend each and every single one of you do as soon as you start closing a few deals is reinvest as much money back into your business as you can to help you grow at a faster rate. There's a lot of people that I know that have looked back over the last year and they're in the same exact position they were last year because they didn't spend the money to implement and grow their business. Don't let that happen to you guys. Well, if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Let us know whatever videos you guys would like to see, and we will knock them out for you. Till next time, guys, we'll catch you on the next video.